This song is in E. It's in E, this year. This is totally unrehearsed, but Neil is a great harmonica player.
Oh, amazing.
And a great songwriter and a great singer. So everything in one. Right?
I'm also a hypnotist. Follow the walk.
Time's up. Okay, this is going to take a couple of minutes. Gorée Island is off the coast of Africa, and it is off Sierra Leone. Oh, and this is in Senegal. This is where they would store the slaves. And you can, I haven't been. My mom had gone, and she blew her mind totally. She told me that it's as if the blood is still in the ground, and they've kept it. They haven't whitewashed it. They've kept it the way it was. All the manacles, the shackles, and it's apparently quite unbelievably devastating. It's like going to see Auschwitz or one of a broken wall. Just really powerful. And anyways, this was the place where they would hold the slaves. And the amazing thing is, of course, above, huge castles, and above, parties were being held, right, by all the owners of the slaves, and they'd be partying and drinking champagne while the slaves were waiting for the ships. There was a door, and it was called the door of no return. And they walk out the door, and they're off to the new world. Those who made it, of course, 20 million went, only 12 million made it. So lots are at the bottom of the sea. And they go and they pick cotton in the New World. And cotton was the big thing. Like in 1803, America doubled its size. It's called the Louisiana Purchase, Thomas Jefferson. So he purchased the land, and it just doubled the size, like overnight. All cotton growing states, all out past Texas. So, serendipitously, at the same time, the Eli Whitney had invented the cotton gin, which one person could produce 10 times the cotton. So, one would say, well, why wouldn't they industrialize in the South and just be able to get all this cotton? Well, free labor. Why would you want to spend money on a cotton gin when you have humans picking cotton? And the human would pick about 50 pounds of cotton a day. And a bale is 500 pounds. Now, bale of cotton in 1800, about 4,000 a year bales of cotton. By the Civil War, it was 4 million bales. 4 million bales of cotton a year. Cotton was the biggest industry in the South. So you begin to understand, why would Abraham Lincoln, why would the North not want secession? Why would they not want the separation of the states in the South? It wasn't strictly because of slavery. It was also the economy was enormously dependent upon cotton. Cotton was a greater selling product than all of America's exports combined. Cotton was bigger. So it was huge. And even during the war, during the Civil War, when the Southern plantation owners had said, we will take half our cotton crop and we will fill it with corn, beans, so we can feed our soldiers. Well, they never did. What they would do is they'd take their cotton and they would break through the lines, selling their cotton where? To the North. The northern businessmen couldn't care less whether there was a war on, because war is money. So cotton was the thing. The song is called Lay That Burden Down. That's it. I'll take you right there. ships with blackened sails. Across the great water, they be sold into slavery. They be beaten and broken for the world colonies. Just plant me rice and baccy, fill them barrels of indigo. Once the gin begins, the faster it spins, fields of cotton grow. How many more promises will be broken? How many more bodies gonna lay in the ground? How many rights and freedoms will be taken away before we can lay that burden down? Well, the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, that's the making of a man. Well, Jim Crow and the black coats took it right out of our hands. Now the Ku Klux and them red shirts are there searching for a black man's soul. Once the fire is lit, you know it just can't quit. Gonna burn right out of control. How many promises will be broken? How many more bodies gonna lay in the ground? How many rights and freedoms must be taken away before we can lay that burden down? I said lay that burden down. I know that freedom's gonna come. I just don't know where it's coming from. Give it up for Neil there. Well, it's 100 years past jubilation, still that freedom bell don't ring. And what was written on that declaration don't mean a goddamn thing. Politicians make promises and still the good die young. And the dream the heart has spoken is like a song left unsung. Oh, how many more promises will be broken? How many more bodies gonna lay in the ground? And how many rights and freedoms must be taken away before we can lay that burden down? Before we can lay the burden down. Oh, lay it. We gotta lay it down. Neil will be back.
Yay.
I like those sunglasses.
Yeah. Neil wears sunglasses.
He wears them at night.
He wears them at night. I pump it.
Like Corey
Midnight
Hart.
sun.
I gotta wear my sunglasses at night though. Okay.
Love you, Lonnie.
Thank you, Nietzsche. Oh, here we go. I did a tour, I was on tour in the summer of 2010, which was just a life-changing experience for me. I toured right through from West Virginia, the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, Tennessee, Alabama. And at churches, church groups, and black schools, white schools, colleges, everywhere. It was just really quite an astounding time. And I was at the time just touring in support of a CD called